Hey everybody, welcome to GGS Throwaways. My name is Greg, this is my YouTube channel. Alright, what are we doing tonight? Well, if you saw my community post, you'll know that we went shopping on TEMU, the website TEMU. And if you've never been on the website TEMU, you go check it out. They have some kind of cool stuff. It's kind of some offbeat. It's never like super high quality, but it's oftentimes not just total junk either. Go check it out, you'll see what I mean. Anyway, so alright, so we bought 2 train sets. And I will tell you that one of these was $4 more than the other. This is the deluxe version of this one, and I'm going to show you what the box looks like. The box is quite fancy, quite nice. Now I've already taken everything out of this box, so I'm going to be careful how I do this because it's not packed or anything in there. But anyway, so this is like what they're calling the basic set, and this one, which everything's still packed, this is what they're calling the deluxe set. And there are some actual differences. And if I was going to buy just get it out there right at the front of the video, I would buy the deluxe one. I think it's like $4 more, and you get a lot more for $4. And we'll just check that out here in a minute. So alright, so kind of to jump ahead a little bit, I took everything out of the basic set and I actually set up a rounded track. I don't know if you can see it behind me or not. And anyway, that's the rounded track that comes with it. It's pretty basic. It's not O scale. It may or may not be kind of similar to S scale. Now I don't have any S scale here to compare that to, so I don't know, but I know it's not O scale. Maybe we'll show a picture here in a minute of it sitting on the O scale track, and you can kind of get an idea. It's just not quite O scale. So alright, so like I said, I've already unpacked this. This actually came packed very, very well, but I wanted to show you guys what was in the box, so I kind of wanted to leave it alone. And I did some steps ahead of time, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So alright, so this is the locomotive. This is actually quite nice. And we'll do a close-up of that here. And some of the features of this guy are, he comes with a rechargeable battery. So that's nice, you don't have to buy batteries, kind of, sort of. I'll talk about that in a second. And anyway, it has sounds and it smokes. Now the smoke runs on water. We bought one of these, not this particular one, but a train set from TEMU once upon a time, and the smoke unit on it actually worked better than most of my high dollar ones. So yeah, but once again, though, it runs on water. So, all right. So anyway, that's the locomotive, and this tender is actually where your rechargeable battery will go. And they give you a little screwdriver, which I'm not seeing right offhand. I did turn over the box, and what you do is you just stick the screwdriver here, you unscrew it, and inside the tender, the battery, and this actually will be for this one, looks like this, and it just goes inside, and yeah, and then it hooks up, and then of course this will hook to your train. So alright, so the way this goes together is very, very simple. The plug here just goes in here. Now I will tell you that once this goes in here, it doesn't like to come out, because I wanted to show it going together, but almost didn't get it apart, so that's probably something to think about. So alright, so that's what it looks like together. And now when I get all this stuff out here on the table, we'll zoom in real good and get a closer look like we do. Alright, train just went in reverse. What's going on with the crayon train, man? I'm not sure what just happened. Alright, well, the crayon train track just went weird or something. Alright, that's weird. Alright, well, I thought I had the E unit disabled on that guy, but apparently not. Alright, back to the video. So alright. So once again, this is the what they're calling kind of the basic set, and this is the deluxe set. Alright, so the basic set here, it actually comes with this car here, which is a log car. And the way these couple together, I'm just now noticing, is not terribly user-friendly. Now probably once you get these together, they'd be very kid-friendly, because I don't imagine they're going to come apart real easy. So one of the things I was kind of impressed with was that this actually comes with some plastic logs that can go on this train car. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of an interesting touch you wouldn't think of necessarily on a kind of an inexpensive train set. So yeah, there's that. And then last but not least, of course, you have, well, wait a minute, okay. We'll jump back and talk about that in a second, because that's weird. But then you got the caboose, and then there is one more car, and once again, I'd forgotten about it just because it is so incredibly strange. So, alright, so the caboose goes like this. The caboose apparently is directional on the couplers. You can figure that out, let me know. So all right, so this, you know, things from China are often a little interesting, especially, you know, the way they configure their trains. If you ever saw my, I believe it was called the, what was it, the ocean train, where the caboose was, the caboose was directly after the locomotive, then the tender was on the back. It was a very strange configuration. If I can find that video, I'll show a picture of what I mean right here. So all right, like I say, this guy here has the rechargeable battery, and you turn them on. And actually, let's turn these other trains off so you can hear what I'm hearing. And yeah, did that for effect, and it's an effect we don't need right now. You can't hear. All right, so that's better. So, all right, so like I said, you turn this guy on, and he's got the rechargeable battery, and apparently he's already charged up because he kind of whistles when you turn him on. But anyway, so all right, so he has a remote, but it's very interesting because it's a train car. So if you hook this to the train, I'm really not sure what the what the logic or the functioning is of this remote, other than it's kind of cool. Now it does have functions on the top of the cab which are identical to the ones on this, which makes it even more confusing to me. But anyway, so all right, so just a little oddity there. So all right, yes, those couplers are a little difficult to get together and apart. So all right, so the the remote goes apparently like this. That is the strangest thing I have seen, probably. Well, one of the strangest things. I think the ocean train was probably the strangest, where the caboose was behind the locomotive. All right, so anyway, so that's what you got, and we're going to give you a close-up right here. All right, so I think we already have this guy on. So like I said, he has controls here on this remote, and I guess if you wanted to not run it on the track, you could use it as a remote. I'm sure you could, but it's also, once again, got the controls here on the locomotive. If you can figure that out, let me know. So, all right, so in order to make them smoke, you're supposed to fill this little vial up here. And I'll do a close-up of this. And you use a enclosed water dropper. And I didn't bring water, but anyway, you would get some water, and then you just fill up this tank and put the little stopper back in. Now this little stopper kind of reminds me of some of the squirt guns we had growing up. If you know, you know. So all right, so let's talk about a little bit more before we put it on the track and see it run, about what comes with the basic set. It is very basic. It's all right, like I said, it comes with everything you see. It's going to come with a charging cord, and once you get your battery set up in the tender, it does actually have a port here, so you don't have to take the tender back apart. That would go there. The thing it doesn't come with would be like your charging block, but pretty much that's the same on probably your cell phone or probably any number of things you have in your home. So all right, accessories, what this comes with. So all right, so it comes with some locks for the track, and the track is actually quite nice, and I'm gonna show that a little bit better when we unbox the Deluxe set, and there will be a reason for that. We'll get to that. But that's very nice to have, you know, because sometimes those little plastic tracks, well, heck, for that matter, the metal tracks, they like to come apart. So these are nice to have. So, all right, so this would be a good set for a kid. Now, I'll just tell you that if you had 2 children in a room and they got this set and then they got this set, one of them's not going to be happy. And, once again, we'll talk about that. So this is the one thing that comes with the Deluxe set. It comes with one tree. One tree, you guys. So, all right, yes, it's one tree. So let's see if I can get this out of the package. And yeah, all right, very good. Yay, we didn't have to get out a knife. Sorry, it's a very basic but kind of cool tree. Sorry, let's see if Greg can figure out how to do the tree here. I think all the branches for this tree are the same size, so that's an interesting phenomenon, isn't it? So, all right, so this tree appears to be stuck. There we go. So, all right. So I think it just goes like this, and you guys can laugh at me if I'm doing it wrong. Won't hurt my feelings at all. Not at all. So all right, we are building a tree. How cool is that? So while I'm building the tree, we'll talk about kind of the, well, I won't call it an elephant in the room, but if you see that the sweat is running down my brow, it is because the air conditioner quit in this room. We are in Texas. Woo! I'm here to tell you. So, yeah, we are working on that. because it is mighty doggone hot in here. So all right, not too hot to make training videos though. Nope, never, never, never. Although actually my high dollar camera does not like the heat. It would have shut down by now. Anyway, so all right, so there's the tree. How you like that? That's very cool. So all right, so that's what would come in the box. That was what comes with the set other than the round of track. So all right, so let's get the camera reconfigured just a little bit, and we're gonna show this train running on this track. I'll go ahead and fill up the reservoir with water so you can see the smoke feature. This will be the first time I've seen it run, so we'll kind of explore it together. I know you guys like that, I like that too, so let's do it. All right guys, so this is the basic set. And does it have like a brand name or something to tell you which one it is? It just says Train Classical. So all right, yes, don't see a model number or anything. It does say 3+. So all right, so what everybody's been waiting on. So all right, so I think that you could probably take this train car off and just use it as a remote. It's not really a particularly great looking train car anyway. But anyway, so I think I have these guys on. I think all I have to do is just press the forward button. It does have sounds. Not terribly loud, obviously. So all right, so they have a forward and a back here on the remote. And once again, this is wireless. I don't know. I'm really just confused about that. Anyway, so all right. So this is it going forwards. Let's check it out. Now this has some features I didn't mention, and you may see it already. So just a little disclaimer or a little heads up, when you see that little camera, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Here, let's see. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. All right, well, anyway, so when I get out the second camera, that means there's something cool to look at. So, all right. So, do you see it yet? Can you tell what it's doing? So this one camera is not very bright. All right, I'm hoping that that little camera is capturing what I wanted to capture. I may get this off the tripod. I may go down there on the floor and make sure, because it is really cool. It is probably the coolest feature of the entire thing. So let me do that. I'll be right back. All right guys, so if you're a little kid, that basic set would be actually pretty cool, wouldn't it? Now let me just tell you what, it would be cool unless somebody else that you knew happened to get this. And this is the Deluxe set, and this is a little bit bigger box. This is basically the same thing, but not. So all right, so in this one we have bridges, we have crossing guards, we have 2 trees, we have, looks like 2 bridges, 2 crossing guards. Man, tell you what, and lots of track. You have split offs, you have straight pieces of track. The only thing that you got in the other one was a round of track. I'm just here to tell you that for $4 more, you get a lot more. You get a whole lot more. These are the things to keep the track together. And you got some little short pieces. Man, I'm just here to tell you, this, woo, wow, you talk about keeping a little kid entertained for a while. Yes, wow. And of course, you know, then your basic round. My goodness, that is a lot of stuff. You even have a crisscross in here, guys. So I'm just going to tell you that, you know, hands down already. the Deluxe set for $4 more, so worth $4 more. So all right, so these batteries don't come with it, but we'll need them, and I put them in there just so I wouldn't lose them. So all right, we talked about kind of the setup things that you wanted to do, and we'll kind of demonstrate that here because I haven't done that on this one just yet. As a matter of fact, you can see that everything is still in the plastic. Everything's as it came. So all right, this, you know what, guys? So for $4 more, you even get more cars. My goodness, you know. Oh, wow, check that out. That's actually quite nice. My goodness. Of course, you know, we'll do some close-ups of these guys here in a moment. Man, there's almost not enough room on my table, literally, for all the stuff that's in this box. Man, oh man. So the same caboose. Man, I'm not gonna put that stuff together because we learned our lesson last time. Once you put it together, woo-wee, it's a little difficult to get it apart. So, all right, so I believe it's the same locomotive. It is the same locomotive. And I promised you guys I'd show you the kind of the squirt gun thing. So yeah, if you are a little kid and you're my age, or maybe even a little older, you'll recognize this little cap. You recognize that this is from a squirt gun. Yes, it is. I promised it is. That is so awesome. So all right, so I believe it's the same locomotive. This actually has not a bad weight to it. It's pretty cool. Now what I did learn when I put together the track over there is that this track looks like it does not have an up and a down, but it does have an up and a down. And if you put it on the track and it goes bump, 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 you'll know. So all right, just so you know, because it does look like it could be reversed, and I mean it can physically be reversed, but yeah, no. So all right, so this is the tender, and this is what I was talking about. I'm putting the rechargeable battery in. And I believe this is the same tender that came with the other set, and it comes with a little screwdriver. How cool is that? It comes in both the deluxe and the standard set. So this is what the inside looks like, and I'm going to take the battery out of this box, although it didn't actually come in this box. So I just switched it because we were charging the batteries earlier so we could make the video. So all right, so this just is a simple clip, and it just clips in like so. That's all there is to that. The battery lays in here, and once you get this configured, you probably will not ever need to open this back up, unless of course, you know, maybe you wind up replacing the battery, but I mean that seems a little far-fetched. That really seems a little far-fetched. So I mean the battery fits in there nicely, the wire's stuck in there nicely. It's not real tight. It's just, it looks like it's pretty good. I mean, this is pretty well thought out. Actually, this is pretty well thought out. So I believe that this set was $53, and I believe the basic, well, I don't know what else to call that set, was $43. So you figure out which is the better value, right? So all right, once again, this tender is going to plug into the locomotive, and I told you that once you plug this in, you're probably going to have a difficult time getting it out. So make sure that you're ready to plug it in before you plug it in, and yeah. All right. Already good. Hit the little whistle sound there. So all right, so I'm going to turn, and there's an on-off switch here on the tender. So all right, because we didn't describe that on the other one, that's why we're kind of backing up and doing it on this one. So all right, so all these cars look like they're the cars that have the container boxes on. That's very cool. This deluxe set is really is deluxe. So all right, very cool. All right, then last but not least, we have the odd remote control car that is also a train car, but you know what? After running it over there, I really suggest that this is just remote and it's just got wheels, and you'll just have to wonder why. Because if you put it on the track, it's almost useless because you can't get to the buttons very easily. I mean, what's the point of it being remote? So all right, that simply opens up like I just showed you, and 2 AA batteries, and yes, very good. Man, we use a lot of batteries here. So all right, very cool. So all right, so I'm not going to hook this to the train because, as we saw, that doesn't work real well. So all right, I'm hoping there's some instructions that's going to tell us some train layouts here, because I'm not sure exactly what they have envisioned on here. Let's see, conversion track. That's what they're calling this one. And man, this is so cool, guys. This is really cool. So does it actually switch? Oh, it does. Oh my goodness, guys. $4 more. My goodness gracious. So I don't see a, oh, I do. It does. It has a picture of the layout. Man. All right, so I'm gonna put that together here on the floor behind me. Now, I was gonna put it on the train table over here, or whatever, whatever you want to call it, the elevated platform over there. But I don't really want to move all the stuff that I've already got over there. So we're going to do it on the floor. We're going to do it like we do it at home. We'll do it on the home. Do it on the home. Do it on the floor. All right, let me get this set up and I'll be right back. All right, so we just showed the basic set and now we're going to unveil the deluxe set. And this is what that looks like. $4 more, guys. $4. Man, that's really, really difficult to believe, but look at how much more you get for $4. This is really, really cool. So, all right, so I've left the train car that's really a remote off the track because it's just a lot easier to operate the train with it in the hand. I'm really not sure why they made it into a train car. I guess maybe for display. I don't know. Anyway, so all right, so you know it's got the little horn or the bell, the whistle, whatever. It does have a bell too, actually, but that's the whistle. And then I think when you push forwards, which is this button right here, I thought it did. Oh yeah, it does have a bell. Okay, I thought I was gonna make a liar out of me there for a second. It's all right. So this one has the side smokers as well. That is really a cool feature on a train of this cost point. Wow. Okay, so my little signal was kind of in the way. I'm gonna get in the way here for a minute and get it out of the way because you know we want it to be a fair comparison. So check that out. How cool is that? I think this was $53, guys. 53 bucks. Man, that is a lot of train. A lot of fun for 53 bucks. Of course, you know, I could flip the switches and it could run the large oval too. You want to see that? Let me get it stopped and I'll do that. Hold up. All right, so we're gonna have to stop it right there and then we're gonna flip all the switches and then it will run the big oval. Man, I tell you what, guys, this is just cool. And the quality of this is not bad. It is not bad at all. This is really, really awesome. So, all right, ready? Let's do it. So I'm just going to say that the deluxe model was much, much nicer. Now the deluxe model came with 2 trees, and you know the basic model came with 1 tree. I think for visual interest, we'll at some point put the 3rd tree in here. But yeah, how about that? Look at that, guys. Look at how cool that is. Man, I was expecting to just laugh and, you know, really, you know, just set this thing ablaze with some snarky comments. But no, this is actually really, really cool. My goodness, guys, this is a great little set for, you know, for a kid. My goodness. Well, you know, me too. Look at that. So now we have 3 trees. Now it's a super deluxe set. How cool is that? Wow. My goodness. Well, okay, so I guess the lesson learned here is if you pay $4 more, you get a lot more on TEMU. A whole lot more. So, all right, very, very cool. So what do you think? Was this what you were expecting? Because this was not at all what I was expecting. This is just cool as all heck. So, all right, so it does have a reverse function. Let's see how that works. All right, here we go. Woo-wee, look at that. Wow. My goodness, guys. It's all right, then stop. Check out those bridges. How cool are the bridges and the switches and the crossover? My goodness, that is a lot of train for like 50 bucks. All right, so forwards again. Wow, guys. So all right, so I can give this one a, let me put down the remote. I can give it 2 thumbs up. How awesome, wow. Very, very cool. Not at all what I was expecting. All right, guys, well, I guess it just shows that you just really never know. You just really never know. Very, very cool. So I highly, highly recommend this. This is very, very cool, very, very nice. So, okay, guys, well, until next time, I think this is about it for tonight. GGS Railways out. So cool.